What's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey. What's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey. Stay Briggs here continuing. To cook up this NBA action, man, y'all know we do around the jam session. We cook up every single game. Every single day. Money making Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen. Yesterday, we did cash our NBA player of the day with the Milwaukee Bucks. Thought it was a really good spot and situation for them. Overrated and overvalued teams do win in certain spots and situations to justify why they're overrated and overvalued. Sacramento had came in red hot into that game. We know what's up with Sacramento, though. They're not that good of a team. Solid bounce back spot for Milwaukee yesterday. They're back in action today. We'll talk about them here in a second. Money making Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do what we do. We just kicked the crap out of the books betting hoops. Huge card today. Finna break it down. Do what we do, man. I do have graphics for y'all, so buckle up. Let's make some money tonight, man. And without further ado, let's hop right into tonight's NBA action. First game on the board. Got the New York Knicks out on the road facing the Philadelphia 76ers. Sixers, 6.5 point home dogs here in this one. One of my least favorite games tonight. As of right now, currently, the injury reports in this game are disgusting. I don't necessarily know who's playing. I tried to wait a little bit to figure out who's in, who's out. News hasn't broke quite yet. Forced to play this game, I would lean towards Philadelphia. I feel like if Philadelphia was to step up in a game, it would be against New York, the Knicks. I don't think that the Knicks are overrated and overvalued in this spot. I think the number's exactly where it should be. I wouldn't be shocked if the Knicks won this game dominantly. I haven't bet Philadelphia pretty much at all this season, and I really don't want to start today. So, plenty of other games I like tonight. This one is bottom of the barrel. Forced to play it, I would lean towards Philadelphia plus the points, but I'm not there. I'm just be real with y'all. Let's keep it rolling. Next game up, got the Boston Celtics laying 14.5 on the Toronto Raptors. Total 229.5. Boston has been one of the worst ATS teams in the NBA this season. You see the number right here on your screen. The Raptors have been one of the best home ATS teams this season. Hey, trust the Raptors as home underdogs. Don't trust the Celtics off a win laying points. They've only covered off a win laying points like 6 times this season. They've been terrible in this spot, in this situation. I also like how the Raptors have some motivation to play the Celtics tough in this game. The Celtics aired them out earlier this season by like 50. I think the Raptors remember that. I think the Raptors come here play competitive. I think the Raptors plus the points at home at the crib in Toronto where they have the entire country behind them is where I want to be. I'm on the Raptors plus the points, fading Boston. Here in this one, we keep it rolling. We head over to Chicago, where your Chicago Bulls are 2.5 point home favorites over the Atlanta Hawks. Hawks got a huge win yesterday. Bulls lost in sad fashion. Be what it be. In this one, I'm on the Bulls. I know it's Hawk Romanelli Wednesday, but I got to fade Atlanta here in this one. This is not a tough game to figure out. These are who these two teams are. Just when you want to fade the Bulls because they pissed you off last game, they come out next game and look like, the Michael Jordan Bulls. And I kind of got a feeling about them tonight. They're going to come in and play much better than they did last night down the stretch. And Atlanta, off a huge win. We've seen Atlanta beat good teams all season long. They beat Boston, Cleveland a couple of times, New York. We just saw them beat Phoenix last night. We've seen the Hawks in the underdog role win games multiple times this season. We had Atlanta as a premium last night. I loved the spot last night for Atlanta. But we got to call a spade with the Hawks. They're 20-19. They're a 500 basketball team. So if they're beating all the good teams, why are they a 500 basketball team? It's because they play up to their competition, but they also play down to their competition. And I just got a feeling where this is a game the line tells us everything we need to know with Chicago favored here. Atlanta off the huge win, a huge letdown spot against Chicago. Chicago off the huge letdown win yesterday. They get a big dub at home today. No need to overcomplicate it. Lay the points with the Bulls here in this one. We keep it rolling. We head over to Milwaukee, where the Bucks 5.5 point home favorites over the Orlando Magic. We had the Bucks yesterday as the play of the day play of the night. That was a really good spot and situation for him. Tonight, back to regular scheduled programming. We're fading Milwaukee. We're on the Orlando Magic. I think the Magic have a legitimate chance to win this game outright. I know Milwaukee looked really, really, really good last night. That's what they do occasionally. And then just when you think they finna turn that corner and be the team who many thought they should be, many think they are with the talent on this team, they come out and lay an egg. Orlando starting to get healthy again. We're finna get our money-making magic back here real soon, and I kind of believe tonight's the night that ignites that spark. Just my feelings, just my thoughts. I'm on the Orlando Magic, plus the points in this one. I wouldn't be shocked either if they went in here and won this game outright. We keep it rolling. We head over to San Antonio, where the Spurs, 2.5-point home dogs with the Memphis Grizzlies rolling in. Memphis, keep an eye on their injury report. Memphis is a team that likes to shake up their injury report. They sit guys in spots where you don't necessarily see it happening. Right now, nobody's important is on there. I'm just telling you, keep an eye out on it. I'm on the San Antonio Spurs in this one. I don't necessarily trust the Grizzlies laying points on the road. San Antonio, solid team this season. And I think they match up really well with Memphis. For as good as Memphis is, they go stupid, dummy crazy at home. I don't trust them nearly the same on the road. And I believe the Spurs, again, match up well and have a legitimate chance to win this game outright. The line being as low as it is makes my antennas go off. I'm on the San Antonio Spurs plus the points here in this one, fading Memphis with expectations on the road. Next game up, we got the Denver Chicken Nuggets laying 1.5 points on the Houston Rockets. I'm on the Nuggets laying the points on the Rockets. A, the Nuggets go stupid, dummy, crazy at home at the crib. We love betting Denver in Denver. B, we don't necessarily love betting Houston on the road. They have been much better this season on the road than they were last year, but I think that has them overrated and overvalued in this spot. Houston does come into the game with the rest advantage, but that doesn't really move the needle for me because Denver has absolutely printed money this season on the back end of a back-to-back. I think they've won and covered in 6 straight games on a second leg of a back-to-back. So it hasn't fazed them at all this season. I was at the game last night. Jamal Murray was in his bag. And if Murray's back, then the Nuggets are back. Because Westbrook has been hooping. I like his intensity he brings to the Nuggets. We know what we're going to get from Jokic. Jokic is Jokic. And the role players played really well for Denver last night. Denver's starting to show signs that they're finna be back to, one of the top tier teams in the West. Don't want to really be fading them right now, especially not at home and on the second leg of a back-to-back where they've been really profitable recently. Sign me up. No need to overcomplicate it. I'm on the Denver Chicken Nuggets at home, at the crib, where they go stupid, dummy, crazy. Keep it rolling. We head over to Utah where the Jazz are 5.5-point home dogs with the Charlotte Hornets rolling in. Hornets laying over a bucket on the road. Can't do it, won't do it. Give me the Utah Jazz plus the points in this one. I know the Jazz injury report is a mile long. It's ugly. I get it. But I'm still going to grab the points and sprinkle outright on Utah. This is one of the lightest scheduling spots for Utah that they'll have all season long. We saw them get a dub in their last one. I think they can stack back-to-back home wins. I know it sounds crazy for a team that only has 3 home wins on the season, but I'm on Utah, man. Outright. Money line. I think that was a legitimate chance to win it outright. Hornets laying over a bucket on the road. You're asking for it. Give me the Jazz here in this one. We head over to the House of Disappointment where the Minnesota Timberwolves are laying 6.5 points on the Golden State Warriors. Y'all know my thoughts on Minnesota. Minnesota laying points at home. I'm running the other way. You see how bad Minnesota has been ATS this season. Yes, they have been playing better basketball recently, and yes, the Warriors recently have been absolutely free-falling. I feel like this is going to be a competitive game, though. I think these two are going to be battling it out in this one, and I want the points in my back pocket. Minnesota feels a little overrated, overvalued. Golden State, I know they've been terrible, but I wouldn't be surprised if this was the bounce-back spot for them. Golden State has been profitable on the road over the last few seasons, and I think tonight's a night where they battle hard, fight tough, maybe even win it outright. Give me the points in my back pocket with the Golden State Warriors. We keep it rolling. We head over to Los Angeles, where the Lake Show. The Lakers are laying 5.5 points on the Miami Heat. This is a bounce back spot at home that also happens to be a revenge game for for the Lake Show. Problem is, I don't like laying extended numbers with the Lake Show. In this medium range, I feel like this is going to be a 3-4 point win for the Lakers. I'm leaning towards Miami plus the points in this one. The Heat are really good in this medium underdog road roll. So just knowing who these two teams are, Lakers should win the game in the revenge spot, but laying points with the Lakers is usually where we run into real problems, real issues. Don't want to run into those issues tonight. Miami, I know a lot of people are off Miami right now because of the drama going on. Jimmy Butler asking out. Still a team that fights, gritty, Heat culture. I'm on the Heat plus the points in this one, fading the Los Angeles Lake Show Lakers. Lakers probably win it, but it's probably going to come right down to the wire. Last and final game of the night, I lean towards Brooklyn plus the points against the Clippers. Now that Kawhi is back, the Clippers feel overrated and overvalued again. I know the Nets are banged up. I know the Nets haven't played well over the last month, but they're not a terrible ATS team. And getting 14.5, I think they can do enough to possibly lose the game by like 10, 11, something in that range. Clippers are the better team. Clippers are going to start playing well now that Kawhi's back in the fold. But because of that, I think they're going to be tremendously overrated and overvalued. There's going to be a couple of points of built-in value on the other side fading them. It's just my thoughts. I'm going to grab the points with a decent ATS team like Brooklyn here in our last and final game of the night. I almost forgot one game. I almost did. But last one we'll cover is my favorite team, the Dallas Mavericks. I know they did let us down last night in tremendous fashion in the bounce back spot at home. That also happened to be a quick revenge game. But I'm back on them tonight. I'm on the Mavs. Last night, I was in the building. This is how I felt about the game. I felt Kyrie back in the lineup. The role players who were playing really well kind of relaxed a bit and were trying to defer to the star. Kyrie had an off night. On the other side, Jamal Murray had a career night. That's really all that happened. Tonight, I think Kyrie finds a rhythm now that he has a game underneath his belt coming back from injury. I think the role players have a much better game now, kind of adjusted back to having Kyrie in the fold. Pelicans, they've been the number 1 and number 2 team on the do not bet list throughout most of the season. They were number 1 for majority of it. Now, currently, they're number 2 behind the Sacramento Kings. I know they got a nice win yesterday. I know they're starting to get healthy. I don't care. We're fading the New Orleans Pelicans. Dallas, Dallas has been one of the absolute best road favorites over the last couple seasons, covering at over a 60% clip when favorites on the road. I'm on Dallas, man. I like the spot. I like the situation. I think they beat up on still a bad New Orleans Pelicans team. And now that's our last and final game of the night, man. I appreciate each and every one of you that continue to tune in and watch this video. Money Making Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen. Huge card, man. Huge card. I just broke down every single game, let you guys know my exact thoughts on all of them. The plays that I personally have the most money on tonight, though, are over at Pickdawgz Premium. I'm a professional bettor, ladies and gentlemen. I am not parlaying on the daily. I may put a parlay in every now and then for fun, but for the most part, I am taking single games and I am betting them heavy. So on the nightly, I'm doing that on my NBA play of the day. If you want to bet a single play heavy on the night, scoop up the NBA play of the day. It's the best advice I can give you. I want to come on here and sweep the board. Of course, who doesn't want to do that? But that's not realistic, man. It's just not realistic. So for my parlay bettors out there, let's take a deep breath. Some nights we're going to hit, but mathematically you're set up to lose. Set you aside a little bankroll that you can afford to lose. Start straight betting your way through, and you'll start to see your profit up, and up, and up, and up. You know what I mean? That's how you bet, and that's how you make money betting sports. Trying to parlay on the nightly, somebody's going to pop you almost on the nightly. Just because certain teams, for me, I'm a spot and situation better. Just because certain teams fit certain spots and situations doesn't mean they're going to win in that spot and situation every time. But with the spots and situations, if we can get that team in that situation where they cover at 60%, we can make a good amount of money over the long haul of the season. That's how I bet. You feel me? Single betting. I'm just letting y'all know because a lot of people be crying in the comments and things of that nature, bro. So straight bet. I want to help you hit parlays. Of course, I want to help you guys do that. But it's unrealistic to do it on a consistent basis. Walk through Vegas, man, and see how much money they make off parlays. That's all I'm saying. But that's all I got for y'all, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, man. I really do appreciate each and every one of y'all. I appreciate all the nice commenters, man. They're just trolls. I got to address them sometimes. I usually let them go. Sometimes I got to let them know, bro. Just chill, bro. Just chill. But that's all I got for y'all tonight, man. I really do appreciate y'all. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm out of here. Peace.